G'day guys, Dan from the Fishing Guru. So some time ago I put a video up on YouTube showing how to clean squid. I may have mentioned a couple of times that there was actually a much easier way to do it, but at the time unfortunately I couldn't find my tools on hand. There is a local product called Squid Easy, which I would normally actually use, but I've now found my tools, and not only did I think that I wanted to show you guys how to use them and how easy and quickly these make the job of cleaning squid up, but I thought what better way to actually show you than to invite the inventor himself, Rod Cross. So Rod, thanks for joining us, mate.
My pleasure, Dan.
Tell us a little bit about the Squid Easy.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people struggle with squid and cleaning them and getting all sorts of messes, break the ink sac and what have you.
On the video, I actually had a lot of problem inverting the tube.
Yeah, that's another.
I think I tried from memory. I tried a beer bottle. I tried a knife.
Yeah, I've seen all sorts.
And after using these, it was actually quite frustrating.
No worries at all. But yeah, it's just a case of there was a problem and I solved it by coming up with the tool that worked. It took about 2 to 3 years to develop. Prototypes and getting it right, and then getting it manufactured locally at Royal Parks.
Excellent. We're a big fan of that, mate.
Oh yeah,
big fan of the supporting local and manufacturing local. We're trying to do a lot ourselves. So, all right, enough of me harping on.
Okay.
Show us how to do it.
Okay, Dan, no worries. Well, you can see as Dan was holding up there, sets the three, so you just basically lean up against the tube to see which tool's going to suit this particular squid we've got in front of us. So large is too big, medium's about right, that's just a little bit longer than the tube, that's what we want. Small one is about the length of the tube, so be the middle one tonight. First of all, there's a membrane back in here that holds the body and the guts together. We just lift up his hood up here, slide the tool in, and you can see there's a bit of resistance. That's the membrane right about there. It's only about 20 mil long, that's about all. We're going to break that by going in parallel. We can actually hear that. Can you hear that, Dan? It's just actually go, and then the tool goes all the way in. Beautiful sound, that. And then you can either hold the tool up the top there on the hole, back behind the eyes, and nice gentle pull out, and out she comes. I think that's the ink sac intact.
I was going to say the biggest advantage I've found with this one, Rod, is the ink sac. I've never seen it break the ink sac when I use it.
And I've had a lot of customers come up to me and said, "Oh, they don't rate, mate. I keep breaking the ink sac." And what the problem is they're going down too deep.
Yep.
Right. They go in too deep, and the ink sac was about there on the squid, so you're going to perforate it. So if you go in parallel, almost up, lifting it up, you won't break it. So we've got that stage done. So that's done. Then I get the pen out, the old feather, pull him out, and off he goes. Then this is the bit that really got to me. This was by chance and by accident. So I stood it up. I made a slotted board for this, and then I could peel this bit over. I used to use my fingers initially, but then I came up with the idea of putting slots in the other tools just to perforate it. So it's like poking a hole in the sock. So that sort of works, The membrane split. Then you get good to have your fingernails nice and dry. And you just peel that down.
Easy.
And look at that. Off she comes.
Even on an old piece of squid, mate, that
That's
it. Sit in my freezer for 6 months.
That's right.
Still nice and easy.
It was nice and easy with the Squid Easy. So that bit down. Now, a lot of people like tubes and stuff like that. A lot of people couldn't be bothered and just slit it and cut it and pack it up. But if you want it as a tube and rings later on, there's a fair bit of stuff still inside the squid. So we need to invert it. So what I thought of doing was putting a little notches on the end of the squid tool there. They've all got them. That bigger V cuts the membrane. The little V just bites into the end of the tube there. So about 45 degrees. Hold it down nice and flat and just roll that in.
Well, that was a lot easier than the last time I tried to show our viewers, mate.
Like so. And then what we've got here is all the guts, and then we just peel that off with our trusty knife. And the chef told me once that this inside membrane here, that bit, is a bit that gives squid the stringiness. So if you can get rid of that, you're in a bonus. A lot of people don't bother, they just leave it as it is. Then I like to clean the tubes up a little bit, make it all nice and neat. I just cut that bit off there, all the rest goes in, and there's your Squid Easy tube ready for the kitchen or for your old calamari rings. So there you go.
Beautiful. How long would you say it would take for a novice or
Yep.
somebody with a little bit more practice to do that?
That's a good question, Dan, because my wife had been watching me do this for quite some time during the development, and she took about 45 seconds to do one. Never touched one.
I think I got it
before.
down to about 30, 25,
yeah.
30. So.
My record in front of a crowd is 25 seconds, and that was really going. You know, and
The pressure was on with the cameras too.
after a day fishing.
So
That's the last thing you want to do is test.
That's right.
So yeah, that's fine. So that's it. Simple as that.
No, we nearly forgot the most important part, mate.
That's it. When
Mum-
your hands have been working away and you're all a little bit greasy and slimy and what have you, build bottle opener.
Mate, mine has had one hell of a workout. But I'm happy to give it another crack tonight. So,
Mine didn't come.
yours didn't work.
I did.
Didn't follow through.
There
Well,
we go. Look at that.
Thank you very much. We
Cheers.
really appreciate tonight showing us how to use these tools, and
My
well done
pleasure.
on an awesome local invention, man.
Fantastic.
Cheers.
Thanks for having me, mate. Thank you. Cheers, boys.
Alright, massive props to our cameraman Jimbo from Real Scream Fishing, hence the wobble. Thanks, buddy.
No dramas, dude.